The greatest act of censorship in modern American history. It's left it alone, it would probably be dead by now.
Well, here's
but
what
it's
I keep
4 out of 10 Americans, Andrew, get news from Facebook. Primary news. 4 out of 10, that's 40%. All right. So they're slowing down a story there. But it actually gets crazier because they're at least not banning the piece from Facebook.
Right.
Then Twitter comes out and they just ban it. You can't tweet a link. You couldn't DM it. And for those of us, people like me who had already tweeted it, if you tried to click on my tweet linking to it, it would not let you go to that story. The greatest act of censorship in modern American history. It's
Old Sagaar Enjeti is wrong about most stuff, but here he's spot on. This was the greatest act of censorship in modern American history, and it's a little old of a story now, but I think it's pretty relevant because this story wasn't proven to be false. It wasn't proven to be gathered by illegal means. They said hacked material, but you know what? He's right when he says, I don't know if he has already said it in the clip, but as journalists, you know, that's kind of their job, is to hack into certain material, get certain material that they're not supposed to have. Of course, large governments don't want certain stuff out. And I believe it's, you know, you're just giving people like Tim Pool and Sagaar Enjeti and other right-wing figures, or Ted Cruz. You know, Ted Cruz got to grill Jack Dorsey, and everybody's like, oh, Ted Cruz, do you see this? Do you see this? And it makes their viewers be like, oh, we actually do have a reason to despise these people. Look, they're censoring certain stuff.
fully form the thought. I can't complete the thought, but I'm thinking this whole time, 2016, what a big thing that seems to get Trump elected is a lack of censorship. And it could be very ironic if in 2020, over censorship also helps Trump get elected.
Right.
What was the lack of censorship?
I think you're
Like,
right.
from what I understand, a lot of the actual fake news, and I think Robbie said this, the vast majority of Facebook news, where you said 40% of people get their news, is far right-wing, not exactly valid, extreme right-wing, Breitbart, etc.
Yeah.
And that's where
Oh, come on, man. I don't know. This is left-wing bullshit.
So Andrew Schultz, co-host here, I forgot his name. He makes a decent point. Not that I would agree with it. The fact that if you censor Donald Trump and the spread of, you know, his support back then, because I had Facebook then, I don't have it now, but a lot of the people in my area, that's all the stuff they would share is absolutely easily provable false stuff. There was like a Facebook channel called Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. He would constantly be posting stuff that's fake. And there was many other channels similar to his. There's a lot of people just making up stories and spreading it around. It's just the right is more gullible, and they just see something and they just believe it. And you know that Facebook does push that, but I don't believe there should be any sort of censorship on it. But there's definitely not fake news, left-wing fake news coming out of Facebook like there's right-wing fake news. It's just, you can actually check. There's statistics on this, and he's just wrong.
Okay, call Robbie on it. He's out there. I can't really argue for him.
I'll call him.
But,
Go ahead.
so why do you think that's bullshit?
Because, okay, look, I mean, just because something is on the right, first of all, I come from conservative media, and a lot of our stuff was way more accurate than the New York Times, okay, number one. But number two, like, the idea that, look, does misinformation go viral on Facebook? Yes. Does conservative stuff also go viral on Facebook? Yes. But do you know why? And Andrew, you'll understand this. Why does conservative stuff go viral on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter?
It's the only
because they don't
outlet.
have any other place to go.
Yeah.
There's no mainstream media. There's no corporate media. So of course the Daily Wire and the Daily Caller go more viral on Facebook.
I don't argue with that, and I don't want to waste a ton of time on this, but I will say I don't believe extreme left thing. I just sent them what's it called, Daily Beast article, and I was like, this is probably bullshit, right? I know they're bullshit. But because, like you said, there's only one outlet for right-wing news, and it's these fucking WhatsApp threads where our mom and dads are sending any Indian news story, regardless of how true it is. That ends up influencing a lot more people than extreme left news, because the left-wing moderates have a news source, which is every other news source. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
they have something that's at least somewhat viable.
I can't let this stand, because again, man, left-wing moderate like MSNBC will have you believe that Trump peed on Russian hookers in Moscow.
I fully
does
believe
that make
that.
Does it make it better?
I fully believe that, and I fully support it.
Yeah,
and
bro.
you have to understand. You have to understand. It is freezing in Moscow, and they will do anything for heat in a cold winter.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
urine is warm. I don't know about.
So Andrew comes in and just kind of changes the topic, but Sagaar Enjeti was right about when he says the Donald Trump peeing, having the Russian hookers pee on the mattress. That is a story that is kind of salacious, that it would be kind of considered fake news. There's no real, hasn't been proven or anything like that, and it's spread around on mainstream outlets. But that's the amount of fake news that they create compared to the amount of fake news that right-wing figures on like Facebook create. There's just so monumentally gapped, but they're both harmful, and you can only counteract the other with correct speech. So someone who sees that stuff's fake, they need to use their platform to just call that stuff out as fake and create a reputation for those people. I'm still not advocating for censoring anything.